Hey guys, it's Adam from Aimrite here. Today I'm with Tim Knight. We are just going to have a quick chat about the main differences from our Gen 1 Vermilion to the Gen 2 and the introduction of
the SuperSkin, which is a pretty handy suit.
So a lot of questions we've been asked at the moment by people who are purchasing the wetsuits is what are the main differences? With our Gen 1 Vermilion wetsuit, which is a fantastic suit, a lot of people have bought this suit and they've been super happy with it. Main differences are on our elbows, knees or shin guards, the chest pad and a couple of other things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw it over to Tim now. He's going to actually go into it a little bit more for you guys.
It's got a bigger chest pad on the Gen 2 to help with loading your gun. As he mentioned, the elbows and the shins as well. So we've got the red and black going on not only the elbows but the shins as well. These guys ran with just the black, where the new suit here has got the red and black, so it's sort of uniform through the whole suit. It's double blind stitched and glued from the wrists up to the elbows. So that's good for, you know, when you're sticking your hand in cray holes and all that sort of stuff, you're not going to damage the stitching. Top of the head, so it's gone with the red sort of camo screening on the top there instead of just the red solid piece. Still going to stand out when you're boating and you're looking for your mates in the water, but you know, sort of ties in with the rest of the suit. One of the biggest changes is the knife pocket. So pretty handy addition in the Gen 2. We've got the knife pocket there, it's got Kevlar reinforced around the hole, so if you catch that on any rocks or anything like that, you're not going to rip it. Put your knife in and out, you're not going to cut it. You know, you can put your spoons in there, whatever you want to do if you're chasing the pelagics, but that is a really good addition.
Now the double blind stitch is awesome as well. We've got the glue on the inside so it holds the two panels together, and then a double blind stitch which actually goes vertical through the actual neoprene. So they're just added little differences that we've done in the wetsuits.
I think the top of the suit here is the only red stitching on the new guy as well.
Yeah, no, that is. And the reason we've done that is because you're not actually going to see that. When you jump into one of these wetsuits, you should be rolling that over, because what that does is you get an open cell to open cell.
Gives you a bit of seal. So
yeah, and if you do, some dudes do wear in their wetsuit, just remember if you're going to piss in your wetsuit and you've done this, it's going to reach to your face. So I think what we might do now is move on over to the SuperSkin. Now, a lot of people have asked us with the SuperSkin, how easy is it going to be to tear? Now, I don't know if you saw on our Instagram story a few weeks ago, Travis got one of his screwdrivers and actually dragged it across the SuperSkin material. They didn't cut it. With any SuperSkin, you should be getting into it the same way as you would any open cell wetsuit. So lube it up, slide it on. Give it that much care.
If you're lubing it up, you're being careful getting into it, you're not going to tear it. These are quite strong, so even if you didn't lube it, you're just going to pull your hairs out, and I reckon you'd have to have a pretty good crack at tearing it. You can lay on the bottom with these guys and it's not going to really tear it at all. You can climb in the holes, same as any wetsuit, you might get nicks on it, but it's definitely not going to tear through the suit.
Once again, with the SuperSkin wetsuit, we've gone for a nice large chest pad. And that's just basically, for a lot of guys, you find that your gun slips a little bit past your diaphragm and it actually goes onto your the top of the abs, and that sort of gives you a little bit more protection. Once again, glued all the way around. It's got that really nice high glued seam across the back of your forearm here.
As well for, once again, sticking your own in holes for crays. Other than that, it's got all the other, it's still got all the same upgrades as the Gen 2. It's got the knife pocket on it as well. This one doesn't have the Kevlar reinforced sort of hole on it. It's got a little strap here, so you can strap the base of your knife in when you sit it in there, so you don't have to worry about that falling out. Of course, it's got the black stitching all the way around. It's got the black and red screening on the knees and shins, of course on the elbows as well.
Yep. Any connecting seam, we've gone with a nice high quality glue to stop that from unraveling or to stop it from tearing with any ease. We're going to move on to the socks and gloves. Now, these are cool. These are really good for your filleting, for general cray diving. I wouldn't go out of my way and use these solely on crays. Just like any neoprene, they will start to rip and get big holes in them. Glued all the way around, so not just here where a lot of guys just get away with, a lot of companies get away with just gluing the top of the glove. These are glued all the way around the seam, so where the panels connect and are stitched.
The socks as well, they're glued all the way around the seam on your foot, right through around the heel. So that's going to be good, you know.
They're your high wear areas. That's where your socks.
You know, walk around the boat ramp or anything like that. You're not going to tear that. You're not going to tear that at all.
No. And on the inside, you'll notice that they're actually titanium lined, whereas the titanium does give you a little bit more warmth. More or less, it's to slide the glove on and off. Same with your socks, without lube, because these are an open cell on the inside. So your 1.5, your 1.5 open cell generally acts as a pretty good warming barrier. But in a glove, it's awesome to have. So you can slide your gloves on and off, especially if you're doing some blue water trips and you're in and out of the boat. You know, especially chasing marlin or going after dollies. You're jumping in and out of the boat a lot.
So plus, you know, they've got the grip on there, grip on the hands, grip on the feet. That's more just for sticking into your booties, in your fins. Other than that, I think that's pretty much everything. If there's anything else, any other questions you've got, just write it in the comments, and I'm pretty sure Adzi and Trav will get to those pretty quickly for you.
Cheers, guys.